The time is 6:54 p.m. Good evening. The news headline: Battle line drawn against Miyetti Allah. 2 killed, 19 injured as Buhari leaves the country. The news in full. Ondo State Governor Rotimi Akeredolu has said the Southern Governors Forum (SGF) will not dignify the leadership of Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria (MACBAN) over their opposition to the anti-open grazing bill, which has been signed into law in some states. The group has described the anti-open grazing law as satanic, saying its members will not obey it. But the Ondo State Governor and the Southern Governors Forum actually said that when he was speaking in an interview, Akeredolu, who spoke in an interview on Channels Television, monitored by Daily Independent, said the anti-open grazing law is here to stay, while condemning Miyetti Allah for asking the federal government and National Assembly to stop implementation of anti-open grazing law enacted in the states. Akeredolu, who said governors will not dignify the association with a response, said anyone not comfortable with the law should challenge it in court. Let me be clear on this. The position of the Southern Governors is that we have resolved not to respond to MACBAN, Miyetti Allah, or whatever name they call themselves. We do not want to dignify with them with a response. We are a government over a people and our respective states. How do we now want to get involved in discussions or arguments with MACBAN? The only thing that matters to us is that if anybody wants to challenge our action, let them go to court. We will meet them there, but for us, I don't think we have any responsibility for MACBAN. They can call it any name that is obnoxious or satanic. Whatever name they like, they can call it. We did not want to dignify them with any reply. We are not in the same category. We are talking about states, not association. The states have taken a position on behalf of our people, and that is the state's law. If anybody wants to challenge it, he can go to court. President Buhari Muhammadu will travel to the United States of America to participate in the 76th session of the United Nations General Assembly, UNGA 76. The presidency has said. The special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Mr. Femi Adesina, disclosed this in a statement on Saturday. He revealed that the president, Muhammadu Buhari, would leave and depart the Abuja on Sunday for New York, where the session is expected to open on a Tuesday. The theme for this year's United Nations General Assembly is Building Resilience Through Hope, to recover from COVID-19, rebuild sustainably, respond to the needs of the planet, respect the rights of people, and revitalize the United Nations. President Muhammadu Buhari will address the Assembly during the general debates on Friday, September 24, when he will speak on the theme of the conference and other global issues, Adesina said. In the course of the Assembly, the President and members of the delegation will partake in other significant meetings, such as the high-level meeting to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the adoption of the Durban Declaration and Programme of Action, themed Reparation, Racial Justice and Equality for People of African Descent. The delegation will also participate in Food Systems Summit, high-level dialogue on energy, and high-level plenary meeting to commemorate and promote the International Day for the Total Elimination of Nuclear Weapons, he said. President Muhammadu Buhari is also expected to hold bilateral meetings with a number of other leaders of delegations and heads of international development organizations while in the United States. He will be accompanied to New York by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Onyeama, Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, and Minister of State for Environment, Sharon Ikiazo. Also, on the president's delegation are the National Security Advisor, Major General Babangana Monguno, Director General of the National Intelligence Agency, NIA, Ambassador Ahmed Abubakar, Chairman of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri Irewa, and the Senior Special Assistant to the President on SDGs, Adejoke Orelope Adefulire. President Muhammadu Buhari is expected back in the country on Sunday, September 26th, Adesina said. And 2 killed, 19 injured in separate blasts targeting Taliban vehicles in Afghanistan's Jalalabad. At least 2 people were killed and 19 were wounded in the explosions, separate explosions in the eastern Afghan city of Jalalabad on Saturday, according to a health official and local media. The attacks, which targeted Taliban vehicles, are the first deadly blasts since the American withdrawal from Afghanistan. An official from the health department of Nangarhar province told AFP that 3 people were killed and 18 were wounded, while several local media reported that the attacks left at least 2 dead and 19 injured. Jalalabad is the capital of Nangarhar, the heartland of Afghanistan's Islamic State group, which claimed responsibility for a bloody attack and killed more than 100 people at Kabul airport at the end of August. The Taliban returned to power in mid-August after toppling the former government, and they have promised to restore peace and security to the country. Pictures taken at the site of the blast showed a green pickup truck with a white Taliban flag surrounded by debris as armed fighters looked on. And the news analysis is that President Muhammadu Buhari will be traveling for the United Nations General Assembly about the issues bordering around rebuilding, sustainability, responding to the needs of the planet, respecting rights of the people, and revitalizing the United Nations. And this was declared by his special advisor, Femi Adesina. Also, Governor Akeredolu has said that the bill for anti-open-grazing law, which was described by the MACBAN as being satanic, that the bill has come to stay, and for whatever things that the MACBAN might be saying, that is the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, that they will not get any response from the governors, because that is what they have agreed on, that if they are having anything displeasure about the action taken by the governors, then they should meet them as the court. That they would, Akeredolu said they would not give any response to dignify the MACBAN or to make them feel relevant. And also, it was said that there is another blast that had happened in Jalalabad, which is the capital of Nangarhar, the heartland of Afghanistan's Islamic State group, and the Taliban actually influenced this, where there was supposed to be an attack targeted at the Taliban vehicle, and the blast resulted to 2 dead and 19 injured. Although the AFP got an information that it was 18 people, that 3 people were killed while 18 people were wounded. Yet we hope that all this stops as soon as possible. Thanks for listening. Good evening.